Namaste, Jai Bharat. Geopolitics after the Second World War had tentacles like octopus. That means it started going into all kinds of directions, functioning in all kinds of ways. The octopus has got only 8 tentacles, but this geopolitics post World War II has infiltrated into all kinds of areas of human existence, which has oftentimes made a mess of situations in the world, which rather unfortunately continues. Let's talk about some white elephants who were created post the World War II phenomena. Talk about the WHO, the World Health Organization, and of course the United Nations itself. What do they do today? What do they do today? Actually, in time, the deep decadence set in with these people, and they had become practically doing nothing, rather creating fiascos after fiascos. They receive huge funds. It becomes they don't earn anything at all. So the spending is quite normal and luxurious for them because it's the money which they have not earned. They get from other places, other nations, maybe like Germany, maybe like US, and maybe like many other nations who give them funds. And these people, they live in luxury, travel in chartered aircraft, or at least in high class business class, first class journeys, and spend because they don't care about the money which they get. I mean, which they spend because they keep getting money in the name of doing something great to the world, the UN or the WHO. But now some sense started getting into the minds of people, the world, especially with Donald Trump becoming the president of the United States. He, of course, is really sensible enough to think in these directions that these are white elephants wasting people's money. And then what really happened is this very, very interesting thing. The similar thing that happened in the Congress Party also in Parliament. Worldwide, there were serious infiltrations into these agencies fundamentally from the left liberal Islamist radicals. They function in towards similar directions with almost similar equipments and attitudes. They have infiltrated into all areas. A simple example is the Congress Party of Bharat. The left liberal radical Islamic political Islam had infiltrated into the Congress Party. They don't know. No one knows. They infiltrated, and you see, the entire world is this specimen of people, left liberal political Islam. You find them in the universities more, you find them in the publishing area more, you find them in the textbooking area, and you find them in very sensitive areas, though they don't come out in limelight. Similar thing happened with the United Nations and the World Health Organizations that rendered these agencies powerless as well as meaningless in the world. So it's time that we should do away with these kind of people. These things have gone into very silently, but the results are devastating and depressing, of course, that these people can't do anything. See, this is an analogy to this thing. Look at the various kinds of spurious agencies who comes out with research data and such results based on the kind of data which they create. Actually, they don't obtain. If they had been obtaining, that would have been better. But information it is. But then here it is high level and very serious kind of manipulation that they create stories and they create spuriously synthetic kinds of fabricated data with which they try to reach a kind of destination which already got formulated in their minds. For instance, For instance, look at this funny kind of a research called the happiness index. Happiness index. And they came out with the statistics that Bangladesh has got the highest happiness index. Then the another kind of another spurious such kind of data results I'll tell you about freedom of press. Freedom of press. They come with such data, such statistics that in Pakistan, there is much more freedom of press than in Bharat. And these are obviously idiocy, very obvious for any schoolboy who's putting his mind into some kinds of thought. He'll instantly understand this is fake. This is fake. And why they do it? Because they have got some kind of purposes, designs in their mind, just to demean a particular nation for something. Not that they dislike this nation as such, but because suppose this nation is making some progress, they're becoming some strong, or they're becoming strong in some way, and they are getting a public image which is better, then try their best to tarnish this image through these fake narratives and fake data and such fake stories saying that freedom of press is more in Pakistan than in Bharat. And Bangladesh has got highest happiness index. My God, they speak about happiness index, and these people have not read the theory of Jeremy Bentham and James Stuart Mill, who made a hedonistic calculus to say to quantify happiness. And then these things are there in European thoughts. And Jeremy Bentham and James Stuart Mill is not unknown to people who are supposed to be not unknown to people. And their theories of hedonism, and the theories of liberalism, and the theories of hedonistic calculus, which really is bounced back, which really is a kind of idiotic calculation. Simple. Its pleasure is a quality concept, you cannot quantify it, which of course was negated and refuted by none other than James Mill's own son, John Stuart Mill, and others. So this they don't know what. If they don't know, it is pathetic. But if they know and still continue doing it, that's really deceitful and purposive, just to demean or just to destroy the so-called image of anyone. Because these things can't happen for a long time. Because you can disturb the image of standing of a state like Bharat, but then this can only be disturbed, but you can't destroy it. Because it's standing up maybe for some time that you may do it, but on a longer time things will get revealed to people, maybe in time, but the things will get revealed. So there are such spurious things going on in the world. It's high time to stop it, and I really hope President Donald Trump would take care of these things, because he's strong enough and perhaps sensible enough to do these things. Maybe, I don't know, whatever, maybe the emotional outburst from him, but the things which he does, it becomes absolutely correct and needed and wanted given the time of this world today. Hopefully things might become better in future. Till we meet again, it's Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Shri Ram.